Hi guys, Nicholas here at Online Calisthenics, and today we're going to talk about how to build muscle and stay lean during the holidays. Um, we just had Thanksgiving a few weeks ago. Now we're going to enjoy Christmas dinner, and some of us might also indulge into a New Year's dinner. So it's a good time to um, ask yourselves, how do I actually enjoy these holidays and all the food that it includes? And I also want to keep my gains, stay lean, and build a strong body. So this is um, the topic of this video, and I'm going to show you tricks about what food to eat, when to eat it, and really how to continue throughout the year building good habits and keep your progress intact. So let's dive into the first element that makes a huge difference in our progress is timing of food. So really, there's and before that, of course, working out. That goes without saying. We won't talk about workout in this video because we're assuming that you guys understand that we need resistance training. We need to activate our cardiovascular system as well. So that's put aside this way, rather. And we won't talk about that during the video. So timing of food is going to be a first vector of progress, guaranteed. So that means that we have to eat breakfast and eat more in the morning than we eat in the evening. So let me show you that slide here. Some of you may have already seen it, but it's really a staple. Basically, you want to be the guy on the right and not the one on the left. And that simple adjustment will guarantee progress compared to if you don't do it. So the point is, pack up your energy in the morning, whether it's a holiday or not. It will also work during the holidays. So pack up your breakfast, and I'm going to show you how, basically what to eat to get full during the breakfast and make the best of your day. But let's say on a Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, you eat a lot of you eat a huge breakfast before Christmas. You're good. Even if you like food and you want to eat at night, you won't be able to eat as much. So that's guaranteed going to save your caloric intake in the evening. It doesn't mean you won't enjoy it. You will enjoy, but you'll just eat less unconsciously. So really do that throughout the holidays and pack up your breakfast. It's going to tremendously impact your gains, and you will really build muscle and keep a lean body composition if you do that. And of course, like we said before, keep your workout steady, and as usual, that doesn't change a thing. Huge importance though. Do not change your routine because it's a holiday. It doesn't matter. Every day is a workout day, as you may know. So the volume of food that you ingest during the day matters, and the time that you do that matters even more. So big breakfast, medium lunch, and small dinner. Again, it doesn't have to be the portions. It's the calorie that it actually packs into the food that you're eating. So you can eat a big dinner as long as there's not that much calories in it. So we'll dive into that in a second. So let me show you what's in a good breakfast. So by the way, guys, we have ebooks in all our memberships. We have also some free resources, and you'll find these resources in multiple videos and ebooks on the website. So I highly encourage you guys check it out. So let me show you a good breakfast. In that free one-day food planner, we have a good breakfast. So I'm going to dive into this with you guys and show you what it looks like. I personally always eat a huge breakfast every day, and that keeps me full for the whole day and sustains my workout very, very well. So I highly recommend oatmeal. Oatmeal is one of the best food you can get as far as price, quality, and calorie is just insanely efficient. So there are different options. You can either split your breakfast in two. If you work out in the morning, you can have a pre-workout breakfast and then a post-workout breakfast. That's cool. You can do that either if you're omnivores or if you're a vegetarian or vegan eater. That doesn't change anything. I'm just going to show you the different recipes. So I highly recommend you start with the oats. That's going to give you the energy before your workout. Honey is always a good alternative, or maple syrup for sugar, low glycemic index, or at least much lower than white sugar. And then a tablespoon of peanut or almond butter. For those who can't eat almond butter, go for peanut and vice versa. These are great fats that will just keep you energized during the whole workout. You can also do sourdough toast, and you can replace the oatmeal if you guys don't have it. And keep doing the fat. Keep doing the peanut or the almond butter as long as you can eat it and you don't have any allergy to it. I highly recommend it. You can put some avocado on the toast if you can't eat those peanut or almond butter. That's also good for you. Then a cup of organic black coffee. Organic matters when it comes to coffee because the grains of coffee actually hold any pesticides that will be sprayed on it prior to you drinking it will be retained in the grain. So get your coffee organic as much as possible, and that's going to give you a good pre-workout boost before your workout. After the workout, we can go for eggs. For those of you guys who eat omnivore or an omnivore's diet, go for eggs. Eggs can't be wrong in the morning. It's just a great source of protein. It's inexpensive and highly recommended. So 2 soft-boiled egg and 1 avocado after the workout, is a good way to recharge your batteries. I love to use a little bit of raw cheese as well. It has good enzymes and really is good for your gut. Then some turkey or some chicken. Again, some sourdough toast. Sourdough really matters because it means that it's fermented, is being pre-digested basically by bacteria, so it doesn't feel full as much. Basically, you digest it a lot better, and it's just better for your body as a whole. And again, you can recharge a little bit with a little bit of coffee after your workout. If you're drained, that's also fine, so that you keep the energy during the day. Then let's go for the vegan option of breakfast. It's a little more simple, but you can do it and arrange it the way you like. There's many options. These are just a few examples here. So instead of doing a half cup of raw oatmeal, I would go for an entire cup. Once you've boiled down the oatmeal with a full cup, it's gonna really end up being a nice pile of oatmeal, and you can split it in half before and after workout if you do workout in the morning. Or eat it at once if you are working at night. So the vegan option really includes basically the same amount of honey and peanut and almond butter. You just add some more fruits to it, and by some more fruits, really don't be shy. Put a whole nice handful of berries, strawberries, and or any kind of berries that you like. I would highly recommend banana as well, and flaxseed is great as well to give you that fiber that we all need for good digestion. You can always eat avocado with a little bit of salt and pepper on it, so you can just eat it after your oatmeal. And a cup of coffee, really, black coffee always works. So this is an example of energy dense and calorie dense and nutrient dense breakfast. If you eat that, you will really not be hungry before the next 4 or 5 hours. I guarantee. I do that all the time, and it just works like magic, really. So go for this ebook. It's all in there. You have a full day of eating, and there's lunch as well here. Then we got some dinner, and so I won't go over all the stuff during this video, but download it. It's free, and there's also a ton more for those of you guys who sign up for the membership. There's a lot of recipes, and it's all custom. We've all made it, and I use it all the time. It's delicious. It's way more advanced than a lot of recipes that you will find out there. A lot of stuff is just plain rice with just chicken breast, you know, it gets boring and not tasty. And I don't use that. I use um, very tasty recipes, and I need to enjoy the food while I keep my gains up. This is, we can do both basically. It doesn't have to be boring to eat when you're healthy, it can be delicious and very efficient. So try it, I promise it works. And then to dive a little more into what food you could eat, I'm going to show you a few examples of the best food that you can eat to stay lean, basically. And again, there's an ebook here that we published on the membership, and it's called The Best Food to Be Lean. So here I'm going to show you a few examples. This is a great ebook. I highly recommend you read it once you sign up for the membership. It's great. It helped me really get results throughout my life, and I can't stress enough how important food is, especially during the holiday. You can't outwork a bad diet. Keep that in mind. It's simply impossible. You can't expect to burn out the calories if there's too much of a surplus. It just simply won't happen. So let's dive into what's a good food. So here in that ebook, I handpicked the essential food that you should be eating throughout your life. And as you can see, there's a lot of different varieties. So there's 35 varieties. There's 200 plus items. So of course, we won't be able to go through all of them, but I want to select a few that are very important. And by a few, I mean the carbs, the fats, some meat, and we'll go about protein veggies that are very important. So let's talk about carbs, because a lot of us are going to be eating carbs during the holidays. So you click on the carb section and boom, you get on the carbs. So I highly suggest you guys limit yourself to these carbs. So white rice, always a great option, as long as you don't overcook it, because then it gets too starchy and sugary. Don't overcook your rice. Very important. Learn how to do that. Learn the Asian technique to measure water, so you don't over put water in it. Very important. I'll make a video on that. If you guys need this, I can do that, but you can find it on Google as well. White rice, really a good option, especially for lunch. If you want to have it a little bit of dinner, at dinner, it's completely fine. Don't overdo it. Organic sweet potato and potato, great carbs. They're so filling and rich in vitamin. They really will do wonders for your diet. Of course, all of these carbs, you can't eat too many. And by too many, it's a handful, you know, like basically a fist is a good rule of thumb. Just eat a small fist of carbs. And I'm talking about nighttime. In the evening, I recommend to stop eating carbs before 6 p.m. or 8 p.m. or as early as you can. Really, that's the whole rule here. So eat about a fist worth of that, and or a little fist, and then use these potatoes and sweet potatoes as a great carb source. And then quinoa goes without saying, great grain. It's been used for a long time, and it's very healthy and will give you a lot of benefits. It won't feel too heavy once you eat it. It's just it's a great alternative to rice. If you guys haven't tried it, I highly recommend it. So as far as when to eat the carbs, the best time is to eat it before and after you work out. That's straight up the best time. So if you work out at night, that's fine to eat carbs at night. That's completely okay. As long as, again, you don't drain it in oil and make it so bad and so unhealthy that it is kill your workout. But that's all good. So as a general rule of thumb, avoiding them at 6 p.m. But again, if you can't, it's fine. Try to do it before 8 p.m. And keep remembering that I say white rice because a lot of people dive into the brown rice, but brown rice doesn't necessarily help. It will create digestive issues, and I really don't see a point of spending more money on brown rice than you would on white rice. So you're cool with the white rice. And here you have some examples of how to cook it as far as rice, sweet potato, and quinoa. So feel free to do that. It's a really good it's great to eat basically. So I'm going back to my essential foods here, and I want to go back to the fats. We talked about carbs. Now let's go to the fats. Very important portion of the diet. So good fats. Let's see what we got. We got the good oils. So in the good oils, we really have coconut oil, olive oil. They're the best in my opinion. Coconut and olive oil, you can't go wrong. Avocado oil is also great, but it's highly expensive. So if you can afford it, go for it. It's great as well. But at least these two first mentioned, avocado, great source of fat. And then no salt and organic peanut or almond butter. We mentioned that for breakfast. These are my three essential best fat. I personally eat those as an essential part of my diet. And for those of you who can't afford good butter, because bad butter, I would not suggest it, but good organic butter can be good for your brain on a very small dosage. It's not in the book here, but I'm just giving you an additional tip here in the video. So try to not cook that butter, but if you want to have, you can put it over a steak, for example. That would be a good use of this. But try to not burn your butter. That's the whole point. If you keep it raw and organic and small quantity, it's good for your brain, and you can give it a try. So we talked about carbs, we talked about fat. Now let's see what meats we can eat for the holidays. The best lean meats are organic chicken breasts. Ground turkey is a good alternative because it's very easy to cook. I mean, obviously you just buy it and make a patty out of it, or you can make a ragu. You can make a lot of cool stuff with the ground turkey and make it tasty. And then we have grass-fed beef. For those of you who eat beef, I highly recommend grass-fed. Again, you can eat all the foods as long as they're good quality and good sourcing. So grass-fed beef will definitely keep you lean if you don't eat too much of it, and it will just give you the good amount of protein you need to build lean muscle. Go for it. Don't eat it every day. As a rule of thumb, I eat red meat once a week. That's a good amount. You can go twice a week as well. Just don't overdo it, and try to avoid eating it too late at night because it's not easy to digest. So keep that in mind into your habits to just build up your habits. A last thing that I wanted to talk about in that book here was the protein veggies, because protein veggies are a secret weapon here that you can use to pack up some more protein in your meals. So peas, lentils, chickpeas, and black beans. This is my top 4 actually for protein veggies. So the more you include that in your diet, the more full you'll feel and the more muscle you will build. Keep in mind that with that diet, you definitely don't need supplements. So do not add supplements to this, because if you do eat those good meats, good breakfast, and good protein veggies, you're most likely going to have way enough protein in your diet. Keep in mind that 1 gram of protein per pound is way enough. So you don't need to overdo the protein, or you will store it as fat. It's just going to kill your gains. So don't use the supplements. Just use this good food. This is very efficient. Here you have healthy habits to build with it. You have cooking tips here as well. I'll leave that open for a few more seconds, but really can't stress enough how important it is to not overdo the protein either, because you don't need it. You need enough, but not too many. So keep that in mind. That being said, we went over the foods. I want to finish with some good habits to make constant progress within your food and nutrition lifestyle, really. So I have another ebook here in our memberships that's called How to Make Constant Progress. It's divided within 4 different sections, and there's one that's called Healthy Nutrition. I wanted to give you a highlight of what it contains, and it's going to be useful for your holidays. So back to the introduction we had. All your fitness level really, your fitness gain, sorry, really will depend on your nutrition. You can't outwork it. Just incredibly important to focus on that video and respect the process of eating well, because this has a huge importance and a huge effect on your balance of your hormone balance. Your hormone balance really determine how you feel. That's literally it. What you feel is how much hormone and how balanced it is released in your body. So you want to keep it as efficient as possible. And you need to keep your body being sensitive to sugar and fat. It's very, very important to maintain a healthy and low body fat percentage. So make sure that you don't overdo the bad sugar. Actually, don't do the bad sugar at all. Use the alternatives that I've mentioned in previous videos. You can check out, just scroll down on YouTube. There's more videos about good nutritional food on my channel. That's very important to just regulate your sugar and fat intake so that you actually keep a sensitivity to it and you can release the proper hormones to deal with it. You won't see a huge difference. So don't be fooled by people that tell you, oh, I'm this percentage or that percentage. The truth is, as long as you are being healthy, you're fine and you will see results in the long run. But keep in mind that there's not that much difference between 12 and 20% body fat. There is a little slight difference, but it's not like you're going to look super ripped at 12 and really fat at 16. So there's really a ladder to get on, and it's okay to take your time. So don't focus on the actual visual results after the holiday. It doesn't mean you're unhealthy because you don't have a 12 pack. So just be consistent, respect the rules, respect the process, and it's going to work. Last but not least, get enough protein during those holidays. Don't focus on just carbs and sugar. Get those protein and enough BCAA so that you basically cover your needs and you feel full, you rebuild your muscle plenty, and you get the most results out of your holidays. So this is a small example of what to do. There are hundreds of pages of ebook in this, so I'm going to scroll down to the next page again, so you guys can read a little bit of it. There's tons of tips for nutrition, workout. There's courses for every level on the platform onlinecalisthenics.com. So check it out. All the ebooks are included when you sign up for it. You get a 3-day free trial as well. So you have really nothing to lose in trying. I highly recommend you jump on it and give it a try. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope this has been useful. I wish you a great holiday. Keep making those gains. Watch your food intake. By watching, I mean just be smart about it. Enjoy as much as you can. And I will be back next week with a new video. Take care, guys.